You're better off heading to the airstrip by Chocobo.
You know, we should probably take a look at the town notice board. See if there are any jobs for us. Always fancied trying my hand as a merc.
No time to dick around.
Perish the thought. I just want to pull my weight. Help my pals out where I can. I swear.
Think we can do without your kind of help, you Shinra bootlicker.
Still can't find it in your heart to trust me, eh? The way we snuggled up last night, I thought we'd made a breakthrough.
I only did that because I thought you were Marlene. Don't go making it weird.
That should do it. For now, at least. Say, can you spare a minute?
Not really.
You know that weird black stuff coming out of the reactor? Well, the wind seems to be carrying it all the way over here. I'll admit my shack's never been in the best condition, but look at it. Holes everywhere. Holes so big that, would you believe it, all my chickens flew the coop. I plugged up the holes, but beyond that, I'm at wit's end here, let me tell you. Flapping and running around like crazy. How's an old woman like me supposed to catch 'em all? I can't keep up with a flock of chickens. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, but these two got away. Pee-Pee and Peep are so easygoing. They stayed right here with me without any urging. But Pippily and Pippity and Pippy and Pete, well, they didn't hesitate. Took off like lightning. We don't usually see anything like that around these parts. From that black stuff to those bizarre aeroplanes, I tell you, all this craziness is enough to drive a poor woman mad. The peace and quiet was the only good thing about this place.
So we just need to catch your chickens, right?
Oh, thank you, dearie. Birds, they love the sound of this here clanger. Use it and they'll come out from wherever they're hiding and follow you right back to the coop.
My nose should serve us well here.
Right. Take it away.
3 of them are still in the village. We should start by searching the surrounding area. There. They got away. They got away.
Pippity, you came back to your mommy. Welcome home, my Pippy dearest.
I can't see his life there. Where are those birds? Pity I'm not a real cat. Am I right?
So what are you then?
This is the
I'm Kate Sick.
GOC reminding
Fortune
you
teller
to stay
extraordinaire.
away from monsters. Report all thief activity to a coalition
I think it might be time to top up the old batteries.
Pete, I was so worried about you. That just leaves Pippily. Goodness me, how far could she have gone?
Pipoli ran off toward the airfield. We must find her before the fiends do.
So, what are free flyer pilots exactly?
Well, since the Republic's on the scrap heap, Shinra all but owns the skies.
Birds ought to count their blessings that Shinra hasn't come down on them yet.
Free flyers couldn't care less though, and go wherever they please.
Good for them. Nobody owns the sky, least of all Shinra. Bet our man gives him the finger as he flies by.
For real? Sounds like my kind of guy.
That's a long way back to town. Careful now.
Hey!
You needn't worry. Their newfound fear of the outside world has driven them home with all haste.
You speak chicken?
More or less. They were quite eager to return to the village. Khazra must take excellent care of them.
We should go too.
My darlings, I'm so relieved you all made it back safe and sound.
They appear most pleased to be reunited with you in this place they call home.
Thank you. They can be a handful, and chasing them really works up the appetite. So allow me to whip you up some of Grandma Khazra's famous grilled chicken. Say goodnight, Pipoli. I don't think I've ever met such nice young people. Come back anytime, you hear? There's plenty more scrumptious grilled chicken where that came from.
They could have lived long and happy lives running free. If I hadn't.
Well, we all gotta eat?
Since you're here, I need your help to become a true warrior. Please, guide me to greatness. I'm Sotetsu, by the way, with the GYC. Captain's been singing your praises, you know? Telling everyone how you turned some state-of-the-art Shinra weaponry into scrap metal.
Oh, so you heard about all that? Well, I don't want to brag or anything, but we crushed him.
Really? You have to teach me how you did that. Gotta make Zack proud, you know? He's a friend of mine. We grew up together, hung out and stuff. Haven't heard from him since he left the village, though. But I'm sure a soldier like him's pretty busy. We may not be at war, but I bet they've got him traveling all over. To protect the village, of course. We're seeing more monsters these days, and I want to do my part. And, you know, it might also be kind of cool if everyone in the Coalition called me a hero and the captain gave me a promotion. Or something like that.
Sorry, no can do. We're just passing through.
Please! I'm begging you!
Wait. Me?
I knew as soon as I saw your throwing star. From the moment I laid eyes on you and your weapon, I just had to make you my teacher. Please, train me in your warrior ways.
Oh, I don't know. Well, since you're such a huge fan, 1 or 2 orbs might be enough compensation for my time. You sure you're up for the challenge?
Of course! I'll do anything!
Sweet music to my ears. Okay, new disciple, meet me over there when you're ready. For pain.
Don't worry. I am more than ready to receive your wisdom.
Hey!
Come along, see what you can learn, my second disciple. First and foremost, a ninja must have stamina. So let's see how much you've already got, shall we? After all, a ninja warrior must be able to make a tactical retreat back to her comrades when they need her.
Understood, Master.
Very well. Then with that, let our training begin. One more shot! This is only your first step on the long and winding road to ninjahood.
We made it?
I hope you've got more in you, because that ain't gonna cut it. Right, I'm gonna take a quick look around. You rest up for the next round.
Think you should focus on stamina, not strength.
Yeah, Zach told me the same thing. He used to train here all the time. Called it his secret gym. Of course, it wasn't much of a secret since everyone knew about it. But it sounded cool. Hard to live up to the legacy of a guy like that. Check this out. It was his favorite exercise. For strength, of body, and mind. Start by training your behind.
Not like that. Gotta go deeper. Bend your knees more. Engage your glutes. And your quads.
Got it. Wherever he is, I hope he's doing good.
You cramping up?
Mayday! SOS!
What the?
Get back.
We won? We actually won? Wow. All that training really paid off. Wait a sec. That's it! I've got an idea. See you back at the village. Ah!
Hello? What about my materia?
So we just talked it over. And we'd like to ask you to train all of us in the art of combat. Our coalition's only as good as its weakest member, so it only makes sense to get stronger together.
We're really just passing through.
But you could rest here for a while.
Our services don't come cheap. It'll cost you 1 million gil.
That's a pretty steep price, but we could probably manage.
What?
Oh, and he forgot to mention materia, preferably the precious kind.
That we can't do. Look, Sotetsu, they may be good at their jobs, but don't you think they're asking a bit much? We're looking for training, not trouble.
If you're looking for someone to train you, then look no further. No money or materia required.
Well, thanks, Cisne. That'd be great.
But what about them? They're veterans of the battlefield, and under their tutelage.
What? My tutelage not good enough? In case you've forgotten, I've seen my fair share of action. If all of you are serious about upping your game, I'll help you out. In fact, I've been meaning to offer for a while now. Seeing as we're here, well...
Sounds good to me.
Me too.
Well, I thought it was a good idea. Sorry I wasn't able to convince the rest of them. It's just, I felt something when we first met. Almost like fate. And I guess I got a little carried away.
Don't sweat it.
Then that settles it. Listen up. There's no backing out now, so be warned. I won't go easy.
Roger!
Cloud, Yuffie! I know you've got to make a living and all, but you might want to consider lowering your rates.
I'll consider it after you consider paying me! Where's my materia? 3 orbs, or 2! 2's good!
Enough already. You're embarrassing yourself.
Just 1, dude!
Surely this isn't your very best. To hell with it. Back to square one. Huh? Who are you? Whatever, I don't have time to... That arm! That magnificent arm! It is a weapon, but how does it work? A universal adapter, allowing you to switch out weapons at will. But look at all these scratches. Wait, have you been going around punching things with your attachments?
Occasionally.
Doing so ought to have given you multiple bone fractures. But this unique cylinder provides unparalleled shock absorption, allowing for high-impact performance. Who was the genius that built this?
An old friend, I guess. Don't know where he's at now, though.
Wait right there! Eureka! Sorry, got carried away. My name's Izo. I've been trying to create the ultimate weapon, but my attempts have all failed miserably. But thanks to you, I finally made a breakthrough. I must harness the inspiration while I can. Please, help me build it. Gather the materials I need. I'm originally from Junon, but I could hardly breathe there, so I decided to leave it all behind. I wandered in search of somewhere I could build my weapons in peace, and eventually I wound up here. Not a bad place, huh? Of course, materials can be hard to come by when you live out here in the sticks. Though it seems crude at a glance, look close. The craftsmanship is remarkable. Whoever made it must have been a specialist in a completely different field. No mere weaponsmith would have been half as clever. Indeed, I've made it my life's work. Frustrating though it's been. How to conceive a weapon I lack the vocabulary to describe.
Well, if all you need is some material, sure, why not? Just leave it to us.
Wonderful, thank you! I believe I left a map in my storage shed that you can use to find what I need. Grab that before you head out, and you shouldn't have any trouble.
Gotta say, never seen someone so interested in my arm. Most folks try their best to look the other way.
He's a weird one.
Huh. That's putting it mildly. Made me realize, too, how soft I've gotten. Because in the old days, I would have said no touching and decked his ass.
In the old days?
If it ain't the present, it's the past, son.
We're close, I think. Let's take a look.
Let's light 'em up!
Like dynamite!
Woo! Ha-ha! I am on fire today! I've been pretty rough on you, I know. But you've always come through for me. Thanks, buddy. Don't know where I'd be without you.
Excellent. It's all here. Thanks. If you're not in a rush, wait here while I finish up.
I get that it's your profession, but do you actually enjoy this? Making weapons?
Of course I enjoy it. That's why I chose this job. Besides, it's the wielder who dictates the true value of a tool. Weapons, too. Aye, that's especially true for weapons. Yes, yes! I've done it! Feast your eyes on my masterpiece! My gift to you, I insist.
I may not be the gentlest owner, you know.
Use her as you like. The wielder dictates the value of the tool, remember? And by association, the value of the maker. Therefore, what good I put out into the world depends on who I entrust with my weapons. That's how I choose to see my part in it all.
Hell of a lot of pressure to put on some guy you just met, don't you think?
The adapter that your friend made. It's a gift in more ways than you know. He was thinking of your future, of what you might do after the dust settles. Today, you may have no choice but to wield a weapon. But tomorrow, years from now, think about it if you haven't. The man who fashioned your adapter is an inspiration in his own right, and that's no lie. Maybe one day you'll ask me to turn your arm into a giant egg beater. I'll make it so you can whip up a cake to serve 100.
Weird time to be joking around, man.
Not joking in the least. That's the price for my masterpiece. You owe me a cake fit for a king. So don't you go dying on me. You hear?
Yeah. Talk about a weirdo.
Friendly, though.
True. A weirdo with the heart of gold.
Cooking happened. Watch your feet. What am I gonna do about you?
Wow, that's a smell.
We should go. Now.
Wait, don't leave. Treat you guys to a bowl if you help with the ingredients. The pumpkin put up a fight. The knife I've got wasn't long enough to chop it in one clean go. Had to get stabby. And that bulbous bastard, the onion. I mean, I had to close my eyes while I cut it. But that might have been a bad call.
I feel ya.
Gongaga mushroom soup. It smells pretty good all in all. Unfortunately, it's lacking in the flavor department. Gongaga mushroom soup. That's the problem. It needs something, but I'm not sure what. Maybe some more Gongaga mushrooms would do the trick. Or a hunk of cactuar meat.
Let's not. So, what more do you need?
Oh, right. Torgen's vegetables. That dog's probably parked near the village entrance, selling his produce. You mind swinging by and picking up some of his stuff for me?
What a sweet boy you are, staying behind for me. You be good to Torgen now, you hear?
Did you just pay that dog money?
Oh, him? That's Melon, Torgen's pup. He comes by from time to time to sell their farm's produce. We grow our own veggies here in town too, but the ones from Torgen's field are especially delicious.
Come on, let's go after him.
There's my boy. How'd it go today? Good?
Hello.
Not seen you before. Out-of-towners?
Just visiting, yeah. So, could we buy some of your produce?
Can't help you. Don't sell to out-of-towners. Barely got enough for the locals as is. Judging by them duds you got on, you're city folk, ain't you? I ain't about to sell the bounty of my soil to young'uns who ain't never got down in the muck with me in mind. Now get.
I don't know the first thing about farming, but I do know how happy these veggies are. Can practically hear them.
Got an eye for the stuff. But you're telling me you got an ear, too? What's this one saying?
Something about how rich the soil is. How it can thrive and spread its roots deep. Grow big and strong.
I'll be. Oh, quit with the guilt tripping now, will ya? You know perfectly well I wasn't gonna leave them high and dry. We ain't seeing any more customers today, I reckon. So whatever we got left over is yours for the taking.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
They finally learned to talk back?
We're actually trying to make Gongaga mushroom soup. What do you think we should use? Any advice would be great.
At the risk of stating the obvious, you'll need some quality Gongaga mushrooms. Or better yet, some Maganga mushrooms. They'll take that soup of yours to the next level. Things grow on a hill near here, but unless you got one hell of an eye, better to rely on a chocobo. They're flavorful suckers, so 3 caps ought to more than suffice. Pick 'em one at a time, though, if you want to keep your bird from getting all addled. Their aroma can be mighty powerful. And be mindful of the beasties, too. A lot of types are awful fond of the mushroom scent.
Gotcha.
Ah, and you can't forget the salt. Nothing brings out the flavor better than a sprinkling. And Maganga mushrooms being what they are, you're gonna want to savor it. Proper kind of salt for it's got a color close to this. Melon, you get them where they need to go.
Looks like they're all slightly different colors. Let's see. Well, one of these ought to match Torgen's picture. Yep, nailed it.
Must be the area Torgen was talking about. Though we're gonna need a chocobo to search.
Behold, the Maganga mushroom. Note its mushroom-like qualities. Just gotta be very careful. Perfectly plucked. Sensational picking, Mr. Merc.
One more to go. Let's use the chocobos to find the last mushroom.
Think you got a future in farming. That should be it for the mushrooms. Yep, looks like we're done. Let's get this stuff to Cisne.
What do you want from me? More heat? That it? Falling fire! Enjoy your new home in the trash can. Am I ever gonna get this right?
We come bearing ingredients. Why don't you give it one more shot? I can pitch in too.
Well, since you guys went to the trouble. Okay, one more shot.
Oops. Whatever.
This might turn out okay.
Told you.
The Fairs are always inviting me over for dinner. Thought I'd be nice and return the favor by making them poison, apparently. But as you can see, I'm a sore loser.
Cooking's never as easy as you think.
Got that right. Didn't need to learn back in Midgar. The company provided all our meals. Tasted like garbage, though. Don't know how I stomach the stuff.
That bad, huh?
But what about the bombberry flavor?
Bombberry? What, like the military rations?
Yeah, those. Sorry, that's really not important. What is important is the soup. The soup! Time to taste test!
Whoa there. Might want to let it cool. Right. Oops. That's pretty good. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. I just know the fairs are gonna love it.